and break the guard, so stand up. Back out to heel. So once you're in this position, you don't want to like step in and let him tangle you up and get a grip on your legs. Right? So stay out here and use your knees to keep him on his back. If, as you back out, sit up. The guy sits up like this, it's easy to get him back to his back. You just want to grab his ankles and pull him out from under him. Okay, so it's hard to pass this position. The guy's sitting like this, it's very hard to engage. Right? So always grab the ankles and put him on his back. Hands are going to go on top of the knees. I'm going to push left and right. I'm going to step out. I'm going to get my knee in front of him. He's going to shrimp away a little bit and start to turn in. So I want to get a hand on the hip. I drop my knee into the belly, and this hand just grab the shoulder. Okay, don't try to get tight to the face yet. Just go here and here. He's going to go ahead and shrimp away. As he shrimps away, I'm going to let my knee drop to the floor. My elbow comes down to the floor by his butt. I'll turn to me. The person's almost always going to be turning into you, so you want to get a hand on the shoulder here and just use your elbow to bring your elbow up and out. Put him onto his back. Right? So you back out, hands on the knees. Get a knee into the hip. As he starts to turn back off his hip here, your shin should go across his belly. This hand goes to the shoulder. He's going to keep shrimping away. You let your knee fall. Bring your elbow to the floor by his butt. Okay? Don't try to just grab his head. If you grab his head, he's going to underhook and straight fairly easy. Right, so in this position, try to control the hip first. He's going to keep turning in, hold the shoulder, and just bring your elbow up, and use that to turn his face away. Then you can worry about getting tight head and arm control. All right? So while we start like this, person sits up, put him on his back, hands on the knees. Here he turns in, hand on the hip, hand on the shoulder, start to drop your weight on him. As you shrinks away, drop your elbow to the floor, drop the shoulder, put him onto his back, and then get the head and arm control. You guys got it? 1, 2, 3. Time, guys, real quick. So when you don't be in a rush, once you get to this position, just kind of like you want to drop your weight on him here. Make him have to move. He's almost always going to do that to try to get his weight up, right? So from here, what he wants to do is take this hand and either go under your arm or around your leg to come up. Okay? So as you drop down, if he gets his arm under you, if you try to grab tight like this, he's going to be able to get out real easy. So I want the person on bottom, as you shrimp away, bring your arm under, do the underhook, get underhook. As he gets the underhook, this is what's going to stop it. As I drop my elbow down, that like totally stops him from being able to use that arm at all, okay? And then this arm on the shoulder is going to make it very easy. Now his arm is trapped. The only thing he can try to do is try to pull it back out, and that's when I put him on his back. And then you can try to get under the arm and control his upper body. All right? So when you're here, person on bottom, turn in and get the underhook. I want the person on top to drop the elbow. Make sure your elbow comes down to the butt. That's what's going to extend his arm and take it out of play. Right? And then this hand, just use the shoulder because he's going to have his chin tucked probably, try to turn in. And it makes it fairly easy to lift his chin up and put him on his back. And now once you're here, don't just, if he still has that underhook, if he's still like this, don't just start to climb up his body, right? That's when you would probably want to like frame on his head and dig your own underhook, right? But normally once you get to this position and you pin his arm's locked out straight like that, you start to crank, he'll probably pull that arm out and then you can get tight, all right? So take your time once you get to this position. All right, he gets the underhook, your knee comes to the floor, trap his arm with your body weight, elbow on the floor. Sometimes you're even like fighting his wrist here and just get your hand to the shoulder, put him on his back, take your own underhook. All right, just go a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3. So now we'll do the same thing. I step to the side, but now he's gonna frame on me. So he puts his hand on my shoulder and his hand either on my knee or on my hip. My hip. So now, lock your arms out straight. So he does this, he can make it almost impossible. I can lean all my weight on him, he can hold me up pretty easily from there. All right? So it's very hard to close the distance. Even if I get my knee in here, he can always keep me off and shrimp away. So when the person has this frame on you like that, keep your weight on, but instead of bringing this knee in, I'm gonna bring my outside knee in, okay? And I'm gonna bring it across his arm. So keep my hands on his knees. I'm just gonna bring my left knee over top of his arm to break it off, and I pin it to the floor. This hand, I'm going to bring my elbow down under his arm. I like to actually go over his arm to the floor, right? But most of the time you're going to end up just dropping down in this position. So I drop my ribs across his chest. This hand, ideally I scoop the bottom leg. Right, that'll make it easy to keep him on his back, but a lot of times his legs are scissored over like that, so it's hard to grab the bottom leg, but it's very easy to catch the top leg. Top leg gives you good control too, just the bottom leg's a little bit more. From here, once you get this position, make sure that the guy isn't like flailing around. Once you get control of the person, you're gonna move to a better spot. So from here, once the guy stops squirming, I take this hand, I put it on the floor by his legs, and I'm gonna walk around and move out. Stay up on your knees and keep your head right in the middle of his belly. So I pass the side, he frames out and keeps me away. You take the outside leg across the arm and use that to pin it to the floor. And then just bring this arm, you can either make a circle around. See, if I drop my elbow on the outside, I have his arm trapped already, but a lot of times you're just gonna end up under the arm anyway. Right? And then he turns in, hook the leg, and use that, try to turn into me. As he's trying to turn in, you'll see how you can just kind of keep putting him on his back. As long as you control his leg, he can't get up on top. All right? Once you've got control and the guy's not actively trying to escape, then you just bring your hand to the floor to block his leg. And I gotta change the leg on my hips. This is a good control position, but I can't really attack from here. So then I want to bring my knees up to the head, punch my elbows tight into his armpits, keep my head low. Right? Guys that are real flexible might try to like throw their legs up over your back to take your back. Just put your head in the belly button, and they can't do it. So that's why when you get this position, just keep your head low. All right? If you raise up like this, his knees will come inside, and you'll have to fight his guard again. Right? So in this position, just keep your ear basically right in the belly button. If you feel his hips coming up, just push your hips up. Just push your hips forward. Keep him on his back. All right? One more time. So person on bottom, as they walk around, put a hand on the shoulder and a hand on the hip, and lock your arms out so they can't get past it. Bring the outside leg over, pin the arm to the floor, drop to the floor, underhook the leg, put him on his back, block his hip, and walk over to the floor. All right? 1, 2, 3.